Sugar pie, honey bunch, you know that I love you. I gotta sing these old songs to keep myself from getting scared. Freaky ass game. Freaky ass game. It scares the fuck out of me. I mean, not really, but I don't want to see my player character dead. Where the fuck were we at last?
Well, the last time we were here, I was falling asleep live on stream. You were working on these sewer puzzles, and we were trying to figure out why your microphone was peaking like it is again today.
It's peaking?
Yeah.
Can you hear me at all?
Still
no
the same.
here?
Still the same.
I mean, is it too loud or too low?
You're too loud. It feels like your volume is cranked all the way up.
Okay, I turned the volume down, so it should be good now.
Good.
Oh, shit. What the fuck?
Oh, the poison gas.
Oh, yeah.
Poison gas.
I'm an idiot. All is good. Crystal clear. No more oil is needed. Why'd I do that? So, like... I gotta pick... Oh, I think I remember what I gotta do. Boop.
You gotta hurl
some
that
physics
rock
puzzles.
at the thing and lower the thing.
Oh, great. We're going into a fucking morgue. Why? The red tape's burst from the walls. And I got fucking scared. Oh, great.
Do you see, Daniel? It has yielded. What? The shadow. It has? For now. Come, let's get this out of here so we can get some peace.
Yes, let's. Where to?
Just down the corridor to the morgue.
Are there more?
Not another naked guy.
You did well.
Yep.
Come, let's get going.
Let's take a tinderbox. Loud denim. Oh my god, why'd I click it again? I hate you.
Wah, wah. Oh, it wasn't poisonous gas, it was the fungus. Okay. That's
Yeah.
right. I'd forgotten.
I hear you breathing, Daniel. Do you hear me?
Can I show that?
Have you changed your mind?
Oh shit. I didn't even realize that was there.
Can I? I mean,
See?
I'll have to figure out how to blur that. My editing software doesn't have a blur function. I'm gonna have to figure that out.
I mean, I'm just trying to cover it up.
You're wasting time. Don't worry about it. I'll figure it out in post.
Clip right through.
Sometimes the game reads it to you and sometimes it doesn't. I'm very confused about it.
I think only when it deals with the, like, full-on story.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Oh, great. More dead people.
But one of them wasn't dead. First.
What?
they live long enough to try to crawl out. Oh, no, unless they just slid. But no, the way their position makes it look like they were crawling. I don't know.
I don't either.
We were talking before we went live. We were talking about the Giga leak that happened with Game Freak.
Yeah.
I'm impartial. I have my aggravations with Game Freak, like I have my reservations with not only the industry as a whole, but certain companies within the industry I have problems with. Like Tyler and I have definitely been very agitated as well as kind of hurt by Nintendo's litigious nature, more so this year than ever.
What happened? Why are all these dead? Where am I? What's happening? Help! Anybody! Help!
They're full on skeletons now.
Yep.
Yeah, he's slowly losing his goddamn mind.
3 days now. This is ridiculous.
Yep. Slowly losing his mind.
Hey! Anybody! Am I all alone here? Help! Help! I'm so tired. If I sleep, will I wake from this nightmare? If not,
You cut him off.
I'm just checking some stuff. Ring.
my father will take me in my sleep.
Great. I'm gonna go run back this way. One of those motherfuckers is gonna pop out of nowhere.
Flies.
All right.
The flies and the rats.
Yep.
The spiders. And the penis.
Yeah. I cannot penetrate the skull. There is something missing. Oh, goddamn.
Okay.
The fuck?
What is he trying to achieve here?
I don't even know. Just stand
But,
over here next to this for a minute.
Until your sanity returns.
Yeah, gonna have to do a little bit of it.
But yeah, going back to what we were talking about, I'm torn because I'm very agitated at Game Freak and a lot of the decisions they've made in the past few years. But at the same time, I still like the franchise, and I don't want anything super bad to happen to the company because I want them to keep making games.
Yeah.
I think they've learned their lesson when it comes to. I think they hear a lot of the feedback.
I think what'll happen is Nintendo needs to lose one really solid lawsuit to get
Yeah.
them to shut the fuck up and
They-
focus on what they need to focus on.
Yeah, they really need to be humbled.
I think that will do a world of work for them.
Yeah.
Nothing up there, nothing up there.
Oh no. There's nowhere to run.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm curious to know what he looks like.
Yep, ain't about to see him. Nope. We going back out here. Sanity. Dot, 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 dot. Just stare up at the light for a little bit.
Will that help?
I don't know. Yep, so we're also going to fast track this. Let's see. Boop, boop. Agnes and sister walk through.
It's so
That way we can
wavy.
kind of hurry. Oh no. Yep. So we're able to go down now. Now we can move, ain't got no light. Fuck me sideways. Now it's not hurting us. Yay.
For now.
Yeah. It's gonna be a dark fucking area I gotta go through again. Again. Oh, great. Stinky. Yay. Oh, great. Water.
Hey, there are the mushrooms. Or there are... Let me rephrase that. There are some mushrooms there. Are those the ones he was talking about? I don't know.
I'm just gonna hang right here for a minute.
Are you in a well lit enough area for it to help your sanity though?
I mean, just says head is pounding and hands are shaking right now. And the music just died down. Let me climb up in the pipe.
I have no idea where we're going.
I mean, I don't either. I don't like this noise. Fuck this shit.
The ladder's broken.
This is a very well lit sewer.
That must mean somebody's been down here recently.
Yeah. Yay.
What else is in this room? Oh. A puzzle. You've seen those videos on the internet, whether it be on, like, I don't know. You don't really do TikTok and Instagram and stuff, but it's not just reels, but you see them on all social media. I guess you're more heavy of a Reddit guy than anything, but I'm sure you've seen those, like, if video games were in real life and blah, blah, blah. And it's always somebody like joking about health meters and the way characters jump and run and stuff. I've seen a lot of them lately making fun of GTA. But one of the things those videos never ever do.
What's happening? What are you doing? Let me go!
This game hates me.
Take me! Nobody ever return!
Always waits till I'm fucking talking. Bitch.
You were saying?
One of the things that those videos never do is talk about, like, games like this one where the simplest of tasks turns into a puzzle. Real life's not like that.
Yeah, no.
You don't go to work every day and sit down at your desk and have to solve like a puzzle that requires you to go into different rooms and find objects and place them into your computer.
Yeah, that's what always kind of cracked me. Nope.
You got a pipe?
Yeah, I do this time. Oh, cool. I got a tinderbox.
Tender loving cat.
So one of the monsters is gonna come busting through that shit. Guaranteed, and it's gonna be a chase until I get up to the ladder.
You know it. I know it. The little skeleton hand knows it.
Yep. Oh, cool. My sanity's gone back up a little bit.
Ah, damn it. I gotta blow my nose. You keep working on this puzzle. I need to get some tissue. I better not be getting sick.
Ow. Oh man, I got a back to the head punch coming.
Missed a whole lot of nothing.
Nope. Fuck this shit. We're cool. La 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 la.
Daniel, turn around this instant. You are carrying the shadow with you.
Am I? Do. You know what? That works.
Way to blame the victim, boss. Oh. I
What
like
the
this
fuck?
room. This is cool. It's gross and cool. I love it.
Oh, that's bull.
You took damage.
Yeah.
It's really nice. It's only like, it's not quite 3 p.m. yet. And I'm sitting here with my door open with a fan in it.
The fuck am I supposed to do in that room? Hold on.
Everything is great and
The
peaceful
hell?
now. Till the little shits get home from school. Then they'll be outside in the neighborhood and the streets screaming at the top of their lungs. I don't know why, but I guess because I'm a fat guy, so I'm used to running a fan a lot of the time. I'm always got a fan on or an air conditioner. Again, fat guy problems. So I don't really hear a lot of noise from outside. But lately, since we've ramped up my blood pressure medication to the nth degree, I've not been as hot all the time, so I don't run a fan nearly as often. I've gotten to the point where I try to have it turned off as much as humanly possible so I can get used to it. And now I hear every fucking thing that goes on outside, even if I'm indoors, windows, doors, everything closed, headphones on, earbuds in, whatever, TV blaring. I can hear those little shits out there screaming at the top of their lungs. You might say, well, that's what kids do. They scream. You screamed as a kid. Yeah, we did. We screamed on the playground, stuff like that. But these little shits have no home training. So they're not just screaming. They're out there like blood curdling, screaming at one another.
All right, we ready?
And it's fucking annoying. If I don't look, it's not real. If I don't look, it's not real.
Essentially, I mean, that's the majority of this game.
That's how you know it's all in his head.
Yeah. Let's wait until the music quits playing and then bam, we can move on.
Just a light of mine. Fine, I'll laugh at my own antics.
I mean, it wasn't that fun.
That
Yeah,
wasn't funny to you?
No.
Think about it. You're in the fucking dark. There's monsters around you. You're screwed. Oh, there he is. I want to see what he looks like.
Oh, fuck. He just cut my head off.
I guess I don't want to see what he looks like.
Yeah.
What's this guy's name? The Chopper? You heard about this new killer on the loose? They call him the Chopper. Takes people down to the basement and chops them up into little pieces. Gosh, that sounds awful. Why does he do it? For fun.
What's around here? Where I came from.
You know, I think that's truly one of the more fucked up parts about like serial killers and whatnot is the fact that people are always trying to attribute like cause, a rhyme, a reason. Up.
Blam, you dumb bitch.
But yeah, you have the FBI profiles, you have psychologists and therapists who are always trying to figure out why did little Timmy go crazy and kill everybody?
Yeah.
And I don't want to like take away from that stuff. There's a science to it. You know, it's true. But at the end of the day, there are some sick motherfuckers who just like killing without any like trauma or anything to add to it. Just that's why I think that's one of the bigger reasons why I liked Michael Myers so much was because Freddy Krueger was set on fire and murdered.
He's a demon.
No, he wasn't a demon.
Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger was set on fire. Well,
for pedophilia.
Well, it was never expressly said in the original series that he was, but a lot of that was because that was the 80s and you couldn't really just talk about that openly.
1939. I can't stop sweating and shaking. The warding ritual was not something of a sane mind. I did not even realize the dungeon was still in use. Alexander had his servants bring one of the prisoners, a murderer, he told me. Alexander made all the arrangements, but he said I had to perform the ritual in order to have the right effect. The shadow could be led astray by the blood of another. Killing the man would provide us precious time. What else could I do? Alexander said it had to be done.
Had
he
to be.
is saving my life. I don't have the luxury of argument.
But yeah, every one of the boogeyman in all of our movies and our stories across time, there's always been a psychological rhyme or a reason why people are doing what they're doing, with the exception of one, and that's Michael Myers. Now, you have to exclude all the shitty sequels that came after because they tried to give him reason, but that's a lot of studio interference. You know, just the original vanilla Michael Myers, he wasn't psychotic, he was not demonic, there was no supernatural presence there, he wasn't touched as a child, there was no reasoning why he was doing what he was doing. He was just doing it. Hell, even in the screenplay, it just refers to him as the Shape. And I think that's what set him apart from a lot of other monsters. Chucky, possessed doll. Freddy Krueger, set on fire and killed. Jason, drowned as a child, while counselors ignored his drowning pleas for help. So there's always psychology behind all of the monsters that we make. Again, for the exception of the one.
Agrippa, I need you to stay awake. Can you feel the syringe?
No, I can't feel anything. Alexander,
Yes.
soon I won't even be able to move, will I?
Your life is safe.
I don't doubt that. But will it be worth living?
Will it be worth living? So what happened to the guy? Is he paralyzed?
I don't know yet. I'm sure that'll get answered pretty soon. But I'd say, like, as far as movie monsters go, I think Rob Zombie's Halloween was probably the worst one.
Oh yeah, those movies. Don't watch those movies. If anything I can stress to anybody anywhere ever is do not watch those.
I don't know. I remember you and Wes going on about him, about how you loved him, and I'm like, you sweet summer child.
No, you misunderstand what parts we loved about it. We didn't like those movies. They were awful. What I liked about it at the time were industry things like I can't stand Rob Zombie. I think he's one of the shittiest filmmakers that ever existed, but he pissed off a lot of studios when he made those movies, and we thought that was funny at the time. I also did kind of like...
What the fuck?
The only way to help you is to kill you.
Goodbye.
You have my gratitude.
Get up close. I want to...
Who might you be? Daniel? Like the prophet thrown into the lion's den?
Oh.
Tell me, are you among the lions, Daniel? You want to stop Alexander? Oh my, so Babylon shall fall, you say? You worry too much. Alexander is toothless without an arm. Yes, that's not very promising at all. The sanctum is basically impenetrable, but against my own. It could be breached by another, but Alexander broke his, my own, a long time ago. Really? Then if you tell the truth, by all means, seek out the pieces of the broken arm and mend away. I believe he uses them for torture now. They practically leak madness, which is quite useful, I understand. There should be 6 of them. Look around the choir and the transept. You should be able to find them there.
How video gamey of you.
Right.
But one of the things that I did like again at the time about the Michael Myers from the Rob Zombie stuff was the fact that he was this big hulking monster. You know, he was going like that scene where he's just literally ripping a house apart with his bare hands. He's like reaching into the drywall and pulling fucking 2x4s apart. Yes, I like that. But again, I like that aside from the fact that it was Michael Myers. I don't know, for whatever reason it tickled my fancy. It's a big burly man ripping stuff apart. I think that had more to do with it than it being Michael Myers. They're terrible Michael Myers movies and should not be viewed by anybody.
Agreed.
But as far as video games are concerned, I think about, you know, a lot of the video game monsters that we have and a lot of the horror franchises that we have. And I can't really think, or none really come to mind as a standout.
The chancellor.
You know, the first ones that come to my mind are Resident Evil, Silent Hill, stuff like that, but I've never really played the Silent Hill games, and I've only seen very small bits and pieces of Let's Plays over time, so I don't really know what's going on with Silent Hill. I know the meta behind the scene stuff, but I don't know in-game canon stuff. Resident Evil, that's one of those franchises that annoys me because it's all over the place and makes no goddamn sense. And you get very...
Lord, Resident Evil is all over the place.
Like, those games don't really connect to one another.
It's like Orpheus descending into the underworld.
Are you hiding something?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Your intuition is remarkable.
I'm not sure I'm following.
It doesn't matter. It's just a myth after all.
Oh, shit. 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 I'm not looking, I'm not looking, I'm not looking, I'm not looking, I'm not looking. Yeah, but you can't really say anything about Resident Evil because the fan base will tear your ass a new one.
Yeah, that's true.
Video games always have that extra element that movies don't have, and that's interactability. Interactability, that's not a word, but you get what I mean.
Interactivity.
Interactivity, that's the word. Interactability. God damn it, Eric. Oh, my brain is just toast. But see, you take something like Resident Evil, which makes no sense whatsoever. Those games can still be incredibly fun to play. They can still be really good video games, even though they don't make very good visual storytelling. And I think that that's why I always put movies over video games in my own head, is because I come in, I sit down for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours max, and I have a self-contained story that I can walk away with forever. Video games, on the other hand, are played with sequels nonstop, especially if they're really popular. And a lot of that's not their own fault, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's what I like to call Pokemonism. It's where you get, you play the first one, and the game is so fun from a mechanical standpoint that even if they kept making the same game year after year, like they did with Call of Duty and so many others, you keep coming back to it because it's super fun to play. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. But as far as any coherent overarching story,
12th of August, 1839. Banishment ritual is taking longer than expected, and we have to do what is needed. I spend my time helping out the prisoners. Being around these degenerates makes me ill. None of them even tries to face their punishment with any kind of dignity. They taunt me with their lies of innocence and their cowardly pleas of mercy. What can make a man fall so far from the grace of a civilized existence? They are all wicked men, and I remind myself of it constantly. Still, I am thankful for God sending these monsters our way, as they will serve as the instruments of my salvation. I try to study the different tools in the torture chamber and learn how to use them effectively. Last time was messy, and the effect suffered from my inexperience. When the next warding is to be performed, I shall be ready.
I'm starting to think these people weren't criminals at all.
Yeah. More than likely not.
That's pretty fucked up.
What do you expect?
From a mad scientist. What about you?
Hopefully, Mr. Walkie isn't over here. What about me? What you said earlier?
Yeah. Do you have a personal limit where you're like, the story checked out 8 games ago, but it's still so fun that I'm going to play it anyway? In an ongoing series?
Not really, to be honest with you.
You still play Mario?
Very, very rarely. I play the older school Marios. The newer ones, I'm just like, can't get into.
Well, I mean, any Mario, 3D Mario, 2D Mario, doesn't matter. Still counts. So have you gotten to So you've kind of gotten to a point where you don't come back to any running series. You only play new things.
I mean, not especially. Hold on. Probably more talking. Oh. No, as far as like newer games, it just really depends. By the time I usually pick up those newer games, they're a little bit older, if that makes sense. Like they've been out for about a year or two.
Yeah.
Like it's very rare that I'll pick up a new game, and most of the time when I pick up a new game, I add it to my backlog of what I need to play through. Like I haven't played through Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door remake yet.
You played through the original though.
Yeah, I played the original, so it's not like it's on my up and coming list to play through.
But none of that's relevant to what I was talking about though. I'm not talking about whether you play new games. I'm talking about series.
Yeah, whether I play. I mean, Pokemon, for instance, like the last one I played through, I think was Sword and Shield. And I just did not have a good time playing through it. Like, there was nothing really encouraging me to go further. Like, the storyline just did not click. The Pokemon designs just did not click. Even the little random ass, what was it, like raids or whatever they had inside there just did not hit with me.
Then it sounds like you're suffering from franchise fatigue, which is basically what I'm explaining. You know, I brought up Resident Evil first, but
Resident Evil, the last one I legitimately played through was probably Resident Evil 5. I didn't play through 6, I didn't play 7, haven't played Resident Evil 8 or Village.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I just kind of quit on those a long time ago. Like 4 and 5 were my last actual favorites, and even beyond that, like 1 and 2 were not that fun. Like Resident Evil 3 Nemesis was fun. Resident Evil 4 was fun. Resident Evil 5 was fun. 6, I think I played like just a couple of minutes of it, but after that, I was like, you know what? I'm done with the franchise.
I think at the end of the day, it really boils down to the individual person, because you and I are two completely different people on that. You are the kind of person who likes challenge. You like new stories. You get fatigued by the same old routine day in, day out. I'm the opposite. I need the comfort of those routines every day, day in and day out. So I'm a repeat customer of franchises. Very Nintendo centric. I buy anything with the Pokemon brand on it because I'm a yuppie. I continuously return to Mario Kart, stuff like that, because for whatever reason, I'm not really a challenge myself type person. I'm kind of a complacent, hide in a hole type person. So I think at the end of the day, franchise fatigue depends on the person's personality, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I could probably...
I just think overall it's gaming fatigue.
That could be too.
You see that motherfucker crawling all over my damn screen?
I did. I was going to point that out, but I was talking.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's something
just
that
gaming fatigue in general, though.
When I got to my 3rd year on YouTube, it was something that really kind of started to seep into my consciousness about my channel. Was like, you're only playing Nintendo. You're only playing this, this, and this. And I had talked about at the time how I wanted to.
If so, blame yourself. You started this. You sent me that letter asking for help, and this is how you repay me. How dare you?
Well, we're getting closer to the end of the game.
Yeah, it seems like it. But yeah, back even in the 3rd year, I talked about how I wanted to play more Sony stuff, more Microsoft stuff. I felt that we were doing entirely too much Pokemon stuff. I've talked about that years ago on my channel, and then I did nothing to change it. The only thing I really did was start incorporating the occasional, like, brand new game.
These cells are meant to hold prisoners who are under treatment. The people you send for will end up here. Remember that the confinement itself works as a preamble to the torture, and you should pace yourself. Don't take anyone before they are ready.
Understood.
Sounds from the torture chambers are shuttled in through those pipes in the ceiling. Manage your victims well, and let one prisoner's pain instill terror in his cellmate.
Oh, he's got a whole system. God damn. I mean, it's evil and horrible, but somehow
Yeah.
still impressive that he worked out this whole fucking torture system.
I know this. I've been here already. I know this taste. The taste of Damascus rose obfuscating the truth in a dim haze. They may sweep the traces from my memory, but my body remembers. These cuts speak volumes, even though my mind remains silent. They will be back. Oh, they will be back.
The fuck? What's that, guys?
I was sitting here thinking while he was talking. Have you ever noticed how anytime they're doing a period piece, their vocabulary seems to be more extensive than ours in modern times? And then I got to thinking about it. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe that's just an illusion by the material. Did people back in the day actually use a wider vocabulary, or is it just modern authors taking liberties because they don't know how people spoke back in the day? Which is it?
I think it's them utilizing books and actually seeing the writings
Well,
to
again,
kind of
that
compare it.
that doesn't tell you how the average person spoke 500 years ago, 22,000 years ago. It's one of those deals where, again, an author is a highly educated person. At least back in the day, they would have been well educated compared to the common man. So it's one of those things where is this how history worked, or is it just media? I don't know. I wasn't there. But it is something that I've noticed in watching so much TV and movies over the years. But they do that. Anytime you have a character like, say, from the 1800s back.
Okay.
I do know,
Fuck you guys.
I do know in his younger years, before he became,
But if you're really going after Alexander, would you consider taking me with you? I know it sounds ridiculous. I mean, look at me. But if you find anything concerning a man named Johann Heinrich, would you please bring it to me? I believe he was working on a way to help me. A recipe for some sort of potion, a tonic to free me from this husk of mine.
you mean kill you?
Kinda like it.
Yeah, before he became king of England. I want to say back in the 80s or 90s, he had talked about preserving the English language, and how the further we get, the more we progress in time, the more butchered English becomes. And they even worked that into the Crown. Honestly, they worked that as a story element into the Crown. It was like 2 seconds of throwaway dialogue, but it's still, I made a note of it when I heard him say that in the show. I was like, oh, goddamn.
Yeah. Cool. One of these is not like the other. I mean, I'll say something's wrong with the machinery.
What'd you ever do with that pipe we found when we were in the sewers? Did that lead anywhere? Was I not paying attention?
Yeah, I already used it.
Was that when I went to the bathroom?
Yep.
Did those gears on the wall over there have anything to do with anything? Because that lever's
Wait,
not
gears. Where?
There was a room you were in somewhere down here. It was like a whole workbench. And up on the wall, there was like a wooden plank with gears on it.
Close now.
That is where I gotta go. Sweet.
Oh God, don't do that. That's fucking with my eyes.
No tender boxes left.
You used them all, you son of a bitch.
A slab of fresh meat.
Yeah, you gotta find that room. It's an actual room, not a big open room like this. One of the smaller rooms.
This one? Laboratorium. Daniel, this is the laboratorium.
Not like bathroom size room. Not big open like this.
Good to see you. What level?
The little shits are home from school.
Many of Alexander's things are breaking down. Look around. Maybe the other room.
Look out! There's Arnold.
You'll find a way to fix it.
Right. Do it now.
Like I was talking about earlier, though.
You said it was like in one of these rooms?
Yeah, it's in a room somewhere. No, not one of these rooms.
Okay.
I think when we first got to this area, you went into a room and it had gears and shit up on the wall. No, it's not going to be in any of these cells. None of these. You're looking for like a little workshop room. You don't remember it?
Vaguely.
Yeah, this weekend was super annoying. I had my door open Saturday and Sunday. I was trying to let some of that
And
fresh
you got
autumn
ate the
air
fuck
in.
up.
No, it was this little shits out there screaming the whole weekend. It was very annoying to me. Oh, I didn't realize we had entered a whole other section, a whole other area. It might
Gotta go through this area.
it might have nothing to do with where we need to be then. There it is. This is the room in which I spoke. I guess it has nothing to do with the plot. Sorry.
Probably not.
I thought it had something to do with something. That's when you stand on a box to get up there. Have we not been in this room yet?
No. Can't say we have. I don't know how to get in this room. Close that.
Yeah. Yep, it's one of those dealios where you have to constantly look at a guide to tell you what to do. I'll be honest with you, it's one of the larger reasons I don't play Zelda games. People will come at me like, Zelda's so easy, you're so fucking stupid. Yeah, I am. That's why I don't play it. Sometimes I do get an easy Zelda game where it just feels natural. And I don't have to Google anything. I know where to go because the game tells me where to go. But then there are moments like this where you're like, I'm too dumb to figure this out.
Yeah.
But is it that we're too dumb, or is it just bad game design? You know? Which is it? Hmm. Tick tock, tick tock, tick.
Yeah.
I hear it in the game. That's why I'm saying it.
Yeah. This is the chancellor.
Where did it tell you to go next?
Off in this fucking area. Shut all these damn doors. Foul knave!
This game makes me want to play Skyrim.
Was there something else?
Pussy?
Who, me? I'm Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. I was once quite important to you. Baron Alexander has sustained my soul in this dead heart for years. Who knows how many? Hundreds, I presume. Alexander is quite impressive in many ways, but he has grown impatient. By me, I'm the next best thing. Alexander really wanted none other than Johann Bayer. You never heard of Johann Bayer? My God, he's probably the greatest man in history, and you don't know him.
Guess that's it.
Bayer was my pupil. My pupil. Yes. I take pride.
You ran
Well,
away from the
whatever.
dialogue.
He'll be alright. He's just talking
He's
shit.
just opining for no reason.
Yeah. And I don't feel like hearing it. Would you?
In a vacuum, no, but we are doing a recording, so
I mean, we don't have to hear everything, though.
that's true.
This we got a full lantern.
It feels like your lantern runs out faster now than it used to. Is that just me?
No. Yeah, kind of.
Daniel, you have gone too far. I have to stop you. I can't let you proceed any further. I'm sorry, my friend.
Can I go into the laboratory?
How are things coming? You got the doors open?
I'm good.
I knew you could do it.
The hell are we feeding?
I don't know. Picked up remains.
I want to know what was down there.